Previously on Into the Yonder Void, shit was getting pretty crazy on the ship. The Warlock hunters somehow found their way on and were accosting my crew, so I had to rush down and whoop their ass for them. At the very end of the fight, though, a mysterious voice came back to taunt us once again.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void.
The fuck was that?
Again.
My voice did a crack thing at the end, but I'm not gonna keep
You
that.
just leaned into it. It's like you flatlined mid-sentence.
Gil, are you okay? Go. Shake him. Throw dirt at him.
Yeah, that'll bring it back.
Yeah.
Instead of the smelling salts, it's smelling dirt.
Yeah.
I feel like we already made that joke somehow.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't recall.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
That was good.
A bi-weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth. And around the table, we have our players.
I'm a play Gil.
And I play Lindsey. Wait, Fee.
God damn it.
And I have no voice.
Michaela.
Oh, is it finally me? And I'm Michaela, and I play Can.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 114.
14.
114.
14 and 100.
Yeah.
14.
Nothing remarkable about that.
Except it's 14.
Welcome to the jungle.
It's a 14.
It's what?
That's
Couture say what?
what?
We're
Cancel
done.
Couture culture.
We're just done. Let's just go get lunch, guys. Fuck me.
What you drinking, Tomas?
Vanilla latte.
Hell
It's
yeah.
fine. This coffee.
fine.
The vape is better.
It is. It tastes way better.
It's also a coffee vape. He's double coffee in right
I
now.
already explained it to them.
Oh,
My
I
fucking
got-
bungalow, mate.
Get out
I
of my
got-
bungalow.
You know they got chlamydia,
I got
right?
an iced
Chlamydia, right?
lavender matcha oat milk latte, and it was delicious.
It is not. It's so
good.
No, that's no chlamydia.
Have you
now
guys
this
had
is
it?
chlamydia.
Yeah, you like
I think
matcha.
Seth
Mika, have you had
didn't
it?
I haven't had it.
Had
You like matcha. No,
We are
like
talking
the matcha
about
one.
the
scraped it away.
lavender
Oh.
matcha.
I think
Yeah.
I've
Did you have that
deconstructed
one?
the Australian accent.
The purple and
in real
green?
time
So
just now.
fucking good.
It's
Oh, no, I
British
didn't have the
accent
lavender matcha. I had the lavender latte.
with an obnoxious
so
Kennedy
good.
accent.
There you go. Yeah,
So good.
that's accurate.
And if you like matcha, it's like extra good and like somehow.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
Wait,
For tonight's Around the Campfire question, I figure since we've been traveling for a while, it'd be good to ask each of you guys over the course of your journey so far, what is the most significant way your worldview has changed?
Since we started adventuring together, or like since we started on our current path of adventure in general?
Those are the same thing.
No. Because we. There were
Basically,
things
since
I
the start
learned-
of this start of this campaign out of
Okay,
character.
okay.
And we're gonna start with Can.
Over the course of this adventure, I guess I've learned that there are lots of people out there with different priorities and things that they care about than me. My next step is learning to respect that.
Her straight face just kills me. Like she'll just say stuff as Cam and then just be like, Just
Anything else you'd like to add, or is that it?
Well, no. In my journey of personal growth, I will remain silent.
All right. Well, thank you.
I'm here to listen and learn. But I do think that people are kind of wrong about most things. Like, why don't we get food first?
it's true.
All right. Well, thank you, Ken.
You're welcome.
Gil.
I don't think it's changed at all, really. Gil must be Gillen, and the world is the problem, and it must make its way for me as I proceed on my adventures.
So you have not changed at all.
I don't think so. I mean,
That honestly
I
tracks.
feel like there's a lot of evidence to prove that, too.
Yeah. The world's a mess and I just need to rule it.
I don't know. That accent's a little bit different than what we started.
The
I
world is
haven't gotten a lot of learning opportunities, I would say.
The opportunities have presented themselves.
and you chose to eat dirt.
The resistance to said opportunities is another story.
I mean, maybe I should read more. I don't know.
All right. Nez.
I think that I have realized how naive I was before embarking on this journey, and I should be less quick to trust, but I am still learning, I guess, because I find myself putting trust in those that I shouldn't still. But I'm aware of it now.
So you get more of an existential crisis about it.
At all times.
All right. And Fee.
You know, and when I started, I tried having friends before and ended up accidentally hurting them, and just ended up kind of giving up and kind of going on my own a really long time, other than like T, obviously, but they're also not like a person that can like walk with me and talk with me and shit, so it's a little bit different. But so trusting people is always a risk. Like I don't know if I should trust these people, but sometimes that risk is worth it. So because it has been really nice having these friends, and they're kind of hardy. I haven't like they're not as squishy, so if I fuck up, sometimes they seem to be okay.
All right. Thank you, Fee.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get started?
Yes, sir.
Maybe.
When we last left off, you guys had battled some of the Warlock hunters in the library, including a large Warlock hunter that was eventually defeated. As you defeated this group of Warlock hunters, it seemed like the darkness outside had begun to clear, and that was also the moment that you guys heard that voice again in your head laughing. And that's where we will pick up, with the voice entering you guys' minds. It sounds like it's now crying.
Who the fuck is this, and why are you in my brain?
You're
Say
gonna
it
have
out
to
loud or
grow
in your
up
head?
a little bit, man.
Yep. I'll say it out
You-
loud and in my
You
brain.
guys receive no response to that except like
Why are you crying?
This dude's a bummer, dude.
At least if you're gonna be in someone's brain, like, give me something.
We've got a moaning chortle over here.
Wait, we can all hear this, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you guys can all hear it.
This is weird.
Any of you other people, can you hear that shit?
Woat raises his head.
Yeah, I could hear it. It sounds very melancholy.
Do we see anything?
No, just the aftermath of the battle. You also noticed that the Elysian Knights are now seem to be like kind of like coming back into out of their reverie where they were in like a trance, and they're kind of blinking it back, but they seem disoriented.
Has anyone like heard this before in any capacity?
Yeah, before the battle started, we all...
Well, I mean,
at least I heard some bullshit.
I did too. But I mean, other than that, like before today, anyone heard this stuff before? Or this weird crying
I've
shit?
never heard a voice in my head that laughed and cried.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
I'm gonna think inwardly. Do you know the source of that voice?
Oh man, it's been a little bit, kid. But no. I know the source of it, but no, I'm not going to tell you.
You giant bastard.
Well, if it wants something, it'll tell us.
Yeah, and the Elysian Knights like are coming to their own, and the Ash Knight, she looks at all of you. What the fuck happened?
We saved her life again.
There's a voice that's in our head that's sobbing and laughing.
I mean, in general, what the fuck happened? I heard the fucking voice.
I took us into a portal. We are on our way fast-tracking to Dragonwater. You're welcome, everyone.
Huzzah!
You took over and put us through this portal.
I did. The captain was,
Incapacitated.
indisposed. He's dead.
Well, I guess I appreciate you doing that, but all right, well, I guess I got to get up to the bridge then. What plane are we in?
I think we are... I don't know if we made it out or not, but we were in, like a bridge on the way to another plane, I think.
All right, then. Well, better figure out what's going on. And she, like, immediately marches out of the library, pushes the door open, and you guys see sunlight, like, just spilling in through the open door. And then she immediately, like, flies up and off.
Ow! The light!
Well, she didn't die, so that's something.
But did you die? Were we in, was it called, like, literally the plane of darkness?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And Gil made a deal with darkness.
The Darkle. Deal with the Darkle.
I guess we should
Do you
probably...
think- Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we should probably check to see who all survived and...
That goes hand in hand with what I was going to ask, which is, do you think they're going to notice the people missing?
Probably, yeah.
We should probably do a head count.
Did you guys find the skin book?
Oh, yeah, did we?
I don't
You did
think
not.
we
You got to
even
the
got a
library
moment.
and immediately
yeah,
looked.
we got busy.
I would like to investigate.
Yes, can we... Wait, can I use
who wants to investigate?
perception?
It's me.
I will help.
Can I use perception
Yeah, I
just
will-
to see if I can, like...
You can
know?
use perception.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a perception roll.
I
Who
use
are you
coca-
helping, Gil?
Can I use
I-
cocaine?
I will help Nez by describing the book.
Okay. All right.
Sick.
So you can roll with advantage then, Nez, for your investigation. Can, what are you doing?
I'm going to look for the skin book.
All right. Are you going to use perception or investigation?
Well, let's see what I'm better at.
Definitely taking that first roll. Second roll was dog shit.
I'm going to do perception, please.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
Perception.
What's your perception?
21.
21. What'd you get, Fee?
I also got 21.
21.
We can
Okay.
drink.
And what'd you get for your investigation?
23.
All right. So you guys are looking around for this flesh book. You're pilfering through the rubble and stuff, Nez, and Gil is helping you by describing it while you're pilfering. Just going into intimate detail of the description while you're just like pushing rocks aside.
The Mad Pilfer flesh book.
And so Fee and Can, you guys are like standing there looking around trying to see if there's any spots where there might be a, where it might have come from. And both of you at the same time see something sparkling and magical looking
And gross.
from your location on the floor or the first level up on the balcony level near the back in a shadowy corner.
Shit. That looks gross but cool.
Race ya.
Let's go.
All right, both of you give me athletics checks.
20.
I tripped over Can's foot. I got
What'd you
2.
get? A 2? Yeah. Can like takes off and you're like, whoa. And Can, you
Worst
race up
elf
there
ever.
and you get there first. And you see that it is like it would have been impossible to see before all this rubble because it would have been, based on where it's at, you assume that it was wedged behind some books back at the corner of a shelf in a shadowy corner of the library. But you see it's like this big, thick stone ring with a large blue gem on top of it. And it's like radiating an aura.
Well, this isn't the skin book.
Throw it away.
Did you find it?
It's not a skin book.
Ah.
It's a gem.
Ooh, what kind of gem? I'll run up faster.
Can I tell anything about it?
Give me a history check.
When I get up there, can I do that as well?
15.
15. You could tell that it's some sort of precious stone. With a 15 though, yeah, from where you're from, yeah, that would actually be pretty easy for you. It's a lapis lazuli in the center of this stone ring.
It's a stone. It's a lapis.
If you would like, Fee, you could do an Arcana check to see if you can.
Yeah, because I was going to say, does it seem like it has magical property?
It definitely does. With an
Dirty
Arcana
20.
check. Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Something about the way that the magic is kind of like surrounding it with like, it's kind of like sparking a little bit. You can assume it shares a lot of features with what you might assume would be like some sort of like lightning based magic, though you can't tell obviously just from looking at it, but you're pretty sure there's something lightning based.
This is cool. We should save this and have Nez like identify it later. Because it definitely feels lightning-y, magic-y. You getting that vibe, Ken?
Does it feel like it's something we can touch?
Oh. Could I determine that from that roll?
You think that it might just be radiating that energy, but you think it might actually be okay to pick up.
So, my general, intelligence is telling me I probably should be cautious picking this up, but my curiosity is going to poke it quick. And I'm just going to take out my little glass wand thing and poke it and see if I die or hurt everyone again.
Yeah, you poke it and nothing happens.
Oh, okay. And then I'll grab it.
Okay. It is not warm to the touch. It almost feels like it's vibrating, and it almost feels like at times it's making like your hand numb.
Weird. Can feel this.
I touch it.
You get the same sensation from it.
You call this move the stranger.
So
I like it.
it's weird. I like it too.
Meanwhile, down below, you're pilfering through all the debris, Nez, and with Gil's urging, you are able to find what appears to be a book that at first glance looks like leather, and then you get a little bit closer look and you're like, it's not like from a cow or some sort of beast. This looks like maybe dried humanoid flesh of some kind.
That's definitely skin. I have seen that before.
On my skin.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand to pick it up because I don't want to touch it right away.
You pick it up, and your mage hand just lifts it up in the air. And from your rolling investigation, this one doesn't appear to be magical or anything like that, but it also doesn't have a label of any kind on it. It's just it's got the book covering, but there's no title. There's no identifying marks other than that.
I'll grab it off the mage hand.
Okay.
And
you grab it off, and it feels a bit like leather to the touch.
That's kind of nice. I see why they did this. I will try and open it.
You open it, and you can already tell there's something weird about this book, Gil, because you open it, and there's the first few pages look like random scribblings that don't even fill up the whole page. And if you were to flip through it, it would just be a paragraph here, sometimes a paragraph at the bottom, like disjointed. But as you like flip through to the center, you notice that it's been hollowed out. And in the center of this book, in the hollowed out section, is what is like a short flute or a long whistle.
Someone hid their fife in here.
It's a skin flute.
Yeah, what's it look like?
So it looks to be made out of bone, maybe, but it's definitely been painted, and it's got like a larger little like bauble in the center that's kind of like round shaped, and it's flat on both sides. You can tell that one side is for the mouth, the other side is for releasing the sound, and but yeah, there's no like finger holes or any other like marks on it that you can reasonably assume would be an instrument.
What color is it painted?
It's painted like kind of like a bronzy wood color, like almost like a bronze paint, but that didn't really like it doesn't have the metallic sheen, so it's like closer to like wood,
like color. A matte bronze wood,
something like that. Yeah.
What do you think, Bud? Do we blow on this bad boy, or maybe it's a sucking one? Do we suck on this bad boy?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Has Nez seen anything like this before?
You could give me an Arcana check. It's gonna be a high check, but there's a chance. So if you give me an Arcana check, actually, let's see if we can lower it. Give me a History check first, and then give me an Arcana check.
I already rolled Arcana, and I'm keeping it.
Okay.
History is 19.
Okay, so your history is 19, so that will lower the DC of your Arcana check. So what'd you get for your Arcana check?
24.
Yeah, Nez, without a doubt, you've seen depictions of this before. This is a planar flute.
Oh, it's a warp whistle. Okay.
You have planar fluteitis. Sorry.
When you know that when you are near either the barrier or a gateway between planes, this flute has the ability to either open said thin membrane between planes, open gateway, or if you are finding yourself in a plane that is sort of like wobbly in its actual like existence, then you can find your way out regardless of where you're at.
Okay, so it's like a instant thinny for my Stephen King fans. Yeah. Okay, sick.
I think this could be the key to getting us through the planes whenever we get stuck. I feel like we get shoved into, thrown about, and jostled into planes that we don't want to be in, and this could be our ticket to get through them quicker.
Ooh, can we make a new crossing with one of these?
I think technically yes.
That could come in handy. That voice just requested that I find the book. I thought there would be some sort of ritual in here, but we might already be out in another plane now, so I don't know what they were getting at.
I say let's take this and head above deck and, well, obviously double check and make sure that it's safe to go out first, and then maybe put it to the test, depending on where we are or where we've come out at this point.
That's a good point. Do you want to hold on to it?
I can do that.
All right.
He has a hidden pocket in his poncho.
Okay.
Poncho pocket?
Ponch pocket.
Punch pocket.
Yum.
Put it in there and yum. And wait around for everybody else, because seems like we found what we wanted, but he sees people still, investigating.
We do want to find out what our limitations are on that. Hopefully it isn't like a use it and then lose it sort of thing.
Generally speaking, I don't think that's the case, but I can cast Identify on it if we want to maybe get somewhere and hunker down for a minute, and I'll start getting to work on it.
All right, let's go to the bridge, because I think the Elysian Knights went there. Maybe we can get more info on where we're going and what's going on, so... All right, let's check ass, guys.
Aye,
All right.
Captain.
All right, so you guys are going to head up to the bridge then?
Yes, please.
Are you going to exit from the main door of the library, or are you going to go back through the ship?
Would I know which way is more expedient?
Probably be more expedient to exit the library and walk above deck.
Okay, I'll do that too, because I want to see if anyone else is like injured or if the outside is still like making people disappear and stuff.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, I assume, Gil, you're going to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so you step out from the main door, the front door of this library, and you walk out on the deck. And the first thing you notice is, sunlight everywhere, but you also notice that there's no wind. And as you look out into the sky, it's like, rather than seeing like the clear blue sky with sunlight and clouds, it's like a blurred like smear, almost like the dirty window in a sense. Like it's just like a smudged up window everywhere around in the sky. So something's off here. It's not what you would normally see.
Nah, fuck, that don't seem right. Are we still moving, or are we just floating aloft here?
It is impossible to tell because you don't feel wind, you don't feel motion like you would in a ship, and it doesn't, like, because of the smear, you can't see clouds moving or anything like that. So at the moment, it's really hard to tell. You could try a survival check.
There are sails on this ship, right?
Yeah, but you have gotten the impression that they are mostly for show, because those like magical turbines are what actually operates the ship.
But they would still be billowing, right? If they were. Whoops, I rolled stealth.
Oopsie doopsie.
24.
24 for survival?
Yes.
As far as you can tell, you are moving. It doesn't feel like you're moving very fast, so it almost feels adrift.
The air is soupy right now. It's soupy.
It's very strange.
Maybe we might need to use that flute, actually. Yeah, let's get to the bridge and then figure out what that Fife do.
So yeah, you guys start walking towards the bridge. You see like lots of people with confused expressions. A ton of people are looking out over the side and staring into this like smeared sky and muttering.
Do not be alarmed, people. We are figuring out what is going on and where we are. We will be back on track shortly.
Give me a persuasion check.
19.
Yeah, the majority of the people that can hear you, they like that actually seems to like give them sort of a little bit of a positive vibe to it. And one guy's even like, yeah, that guy knows what's up.
Yeah, I know what's up.
Way to go, that guy.
Oh yeah, I'm that guy.
Way to
Guy
go
the
me.
brand.
Yeah, and you guys make your way, like, you can see a lot of the damage that has been done to this ship too. You can see a ton of like huge holes in the deck, sections of it missing, especially on the starboard side. There's an entire section that is just gone from where it collided with that portal. It's a mess. And based on that survival check, you don't know that if this wasn't some weird situation where you appear to be not on the material plane, if it would actually fly if it was in the material plane. But yeah, you guys make your way to the bridge, and when you make your way to the bridge, you can already see that inside there's Glimmer Knight, the Ash Knight, the Glimmer Squire, and then like the general crew that was on the bridge when you left it, Gildebrand.
Mm-hmm. We definitely. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, you can see that Yellow Baton, the Ash Knight, she is kind of standing in front of the like large wheel that has been busted all to shit, and she's talking to both the Glimmer Knight and one of the gentleman you sort of tentatively left in charge while you left the bridge, and they're all discussing things in a very quiet, cloistered away manner.
I'm feeling jealous of her position right now, standing at the foot of the helm, but I walk up. We definitely need to take this ship in for repairs. This thing is broke as shit.
Yes, that's fucking obvious.
Yes. Do you know where we are? Did you figure that out?
No, it's best we can understand. We're in some sort of planar transitional section between one plane and perhaps the material, perhaps another plane. We're not sure yet. A lot of our scholars that we brought along have been either injured or killed or presumed one of the other.
I lift up my eye patch and I wink at Nez. Well, lucky for you, you have the greatest scholar in all the planes on this ship with you now. We have just we have just the tool to get us out of this sticky dicky.
If you want to embellish a little bit, it might increase your odds.
Nezrah Kaziel is an expert on magical artifacts, and we just so happen to have an artifact that will assist us in getting out of this thick, soupy airplane.
Okay, you can have a +3 to your deception check.
19.
19. There is some general skepticism in the looks of the people, but nobody says anything to counter you. So you think that maybe at least they're listening here. What's your passive insight?
16.
16. Yeah, you think that you're getting the impression that they're open to some influence because they clearly have no idea what's going on.
Whip out the rod, Nez.
I would like to take a moment before we use this, actually, and I'm going to cast Identify on it.
Okay.
Shit, can you?
Make it
are you doing it as a ritual?
Make it look flashy.
Yeah. So
that's like 10 minutes.
Looking at, picking up on what Gil is throwing down, I make a very wide gesture and like kind of flap my poncho, a little bit, and like wide arches of hand and arm movements, and I produce the flute and
give me a performance check, Nez.
and start like waving it in front of me.
It takes a lot of preparation. It's very powerful.
Preparation each. 14 for performance.
It's a valiant effort. It looks a little awkward, but it still looks kind of cool the way you did that. It's clearly your first time. And then, you cast Identify as a ritual?
Yes, please.
All right, so over the course of the next 10 minutes, you're ritualistically casting the spell, trying to discern what it is. And what are the rest of you guys doing in this 10 minutes?
What were you guys doing down there? I saw you looking around and shit.
We're playing with a rock.
It's really, really cool. Nez, you probably can't identify multiple things at once.
Yeah, he's busy. He's doing his thing.
He can only do one at once, though. I can't, just slowly put it up under his little identify
Ooh,
scope.
look at that.
I know. I'm going to slowly creep my hand with the gem up by Nez's, whatever he's identifying.
As you do that, the Glimmer Knight, looks down at it and then looks back up at you. Well, I'll be. You found my ring.
This is a gem. It's a ring?
Dumb hill person.
It's a gem embedded into a stone ring.
Oh, I forgot about that. Edit that out.
No.
Lindsey's dumb. Fee is not.
Do you?
Oh, it's yours.
Do you follow the finders keepers rules around here?
Well, this ring's it's got a bit of importance to it. Do you want to keep it? Do you know what it does?
What does it do?
Yeah, tell us.
I'll take that as a no then.
Well, it's no to one of the things. I might want to keep it depending on what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the ring of the Storm's Leap. It's a good, I don't want to get too deep into the details. It's
Please
good
get in the details.
combat focused ring.
Storm's Leap.
Yeah, you turn into essentially like a bolt of lightning.
Oh, really? You just turn into lightning, and then what?
And then, you go in a straight line, and you pull people with you as you do. It's pretty good little ring there. I had it made especially for one of my sons. I was gonna give it to him when I went back and visited.
I see the engraving now. Yeah,
Before my whole family got wiped out by termites.
Now they're all still alive. Then I lost it and now you found it. And now it's weird because I lost it before I met you, so I don't suspect you, but it's interesting that you found it. Where'd you find it?
I found it in the library. Were you like looking at a book or something and like got kind of lost?
We all know you don't read.
I don't know why I would be in the library. I don't tend to be around there very often, but...
I don't know why you would be in the library either.
Well, I was just in the library with y'all.
That's because you were taken there.
That's a fair point. I don't know what I did to upset you, but you're giving me an evil eye, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
These are just my regular type eyes.
She might be a little bit attached to the ring. It's very fucking cool. That's really cool. Where did you get it?
I had it custom made, as I said, for one of my sons in Dragonwater.
I can tell.
So they're
It would
gonna have
never
more?
fit me.
Wait, where is this place in Dragonwater that made this?
No, a place called Al's Ranch. It's in the downtown district.
Al's
Ranch.
Al's Ring Ranch.
We got cows and milk and rings.
Come on
Yeah,
down.
it's a weird name for a place. There ain't much ranching to be had there, but that's just an esoteric, kind of eccentric way of naming your smithy. But
He
it's
also
like
sells dressing.
I really look forward to meeting this
donates all the
person.
proceeds to charity.
So is the smith, is that Al? Is that the Al?
No, actually, that's the weirdest part because his name is Fernando.
I love it.
Why wouldn't he call it Fernando's Hideaway?
That is pretty good.
You know, why don't you might want to ask him that. I don't, he's not really a close friend of mine, just somebody I hired to do a job.
Do you think he could make horn tapes?
What?
Perhaps, but like I said, like you probably have to talk to him about it because this is the first time I'd ever used him, and he made this ring, and I, as a gift, I was a little bit crunched for time. I do know that he'll be able to do it quickly.
Is it?
That's his boast.
Is it pricey?
I mean, anything worth having, getting made custom well is going to be, have a fair price tag on it.
Would he give all of us a discount, maybe? Does he
Once
trade?
again, I don't know him that well. You're going to have to talk to him. This is just some random guy in this gigantic city that we're all from.
We're good at the bartering, and we've accumulated some wealth in our travels, so we could do this.
As Gil pulls a gun out.
Excuse me one moment. I'm going to pull Can to the side. Can? This is a really fucking cool ring, and I want us to keep it, but I feel really bad if it's like for his son, and if we could get it made, like one's custom made for ourselves, that might be better. What do you think?
I kind of agree with that because I would have to go through the whole process of getting it resized, and I honestly think that would mess up the integrity of the setting. So at that point, with the cost of doing all of that, I might as well just have one made.
That is true. It also would be kind of difficult for us both to share a ring.
I lean forward in their huddle. Also, it has his name in it. It's always weird having someone else's stuff with their name in it.
Yeah, that is pretty true. Yeah, we should probably give it back. That seems like the right thing to do.
But why didn't his son take it? That seems rude.
I'll turn towards him. Why didn't your son take it again?
Well, I haven't gotten a chance to deliver it to him, considering he's on a completely different continent. I had this made a few months ago. I've just been traveling with it, just in the off chance I'm going to get an opportunity to go on over to Argaria, but have not yet had such an event happen to me.
Well, as cool as this fucking ring is, oh my gosh. I can't take, obviously we can't take this, even with finders, keepers in consideration here, where sometimes I maybe would argue a little bit, but this is yours. You find your son and you give it to him, and I'll give it back.
He like kind of holds up his hand. Well, how about this? You know, my son isn't much for appreciating things in general, and this is, like I said, this is a last minute thing. How about until we get back to Dragonwater, y'all can hold on to it, and if it comes in handy, you know, every bit of gear helps because we don't know what we're gonna face, and it's gonna be
True.
better off being used by one of y'all than it will be for me.
Well, if you insist, I mean, okay. And I'll take it back.
What size is it?
Well, I had it customized to my son's ring finger on his right hand, so that's a 7, I think, 7 3/4.
And we're gonna Cinderella the ring and see whose foot it fits on, except finger, because it's
Foot?
Cinderella.
We
We're
can try
Cinderellaing.
toes, except for Gil.
I was just connecting the Cinderella, but it's fingers. Should we each try it on and see? Yeah.
There's not enough magic toe rings.
Oh my god, I love that idea.
Sounds trashy.
I love it. Okay.
About to get trashy as fuck up in this podcast.
Yeah, whose
You
finger?
hear that, listeners? If you have toe rings, Billy thinks you're trashy.
Trashy ass.
You're my best way.
So,
I like him.
yeah. What kind of finger would this likely fit of all of us?
A toe.
I don't.
Like, does it,
I really don't know finger shapes. Why are you asking me? I feel like this is something that you could easily solve yourself.
okay, I'll
Yeah,
just
let's
try it on. Yeah, I'll try it on.
Yeah, 7 would... That's small for a dude finger.
I
He's a
think-
lithe little man.
For someone who was killed by termites.
Does it fit me?
You put it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably fit on maybe your like index finger fee.
Okay.
I'm
And,
sure it would fit on like most of you guys is at least one of your fingers.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Okay. Well, shit. I thought this was gonna be like easily decided because it would fit best on one of ours, but it seems to kind of
Isn't
fit
it
on all of
his
us.
son's ring? Why are you trying to take his son's ring?
I mean, he's letting them use it until we get to Dragonwater.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, Gil, it'd probably fit on your pinky. Can, it would probably fit on your thumb.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, Fee seems to be the one that wants it, so let her.
Yeah, you can wear it, Fee.
I have a smile, like Grinch smile, come across my face, just in excitement, not maniacally. I'm excited.
All right, it will require attunement though,
Okay,
Fee. So you'd
how
have
long
to
does
spend
that
at least an hour trying to get attuned to it.
I immediately stop what I'm doing and start to attune and just like sit cross-legged on the floor staring at it.
All right. Nez.
Hi.
You spend the next 10 minutes performing this ritual and eventually cast the Identify spell, and you learn that this is the Whistle of the Wayfarer. It is a wondrous item, very rare. This ancient whistle, crafted from the bone of a celestial creature, is engraved with the language of the plains. When blown, it emits a sound that resonates beyond the material world, catching the ears of those dwelling in other dimensions. As an action, the bearer can blow the whistle to activate its powers. Upon activation, the whistle allows the user and anyone within distance of their choice to cross the current plane of existence to a specified destination plane. The user must have a clear idea of the plane they wish to travel to. However, the exact landing spot within that plane can be unpredictable. The transition between planes takes 1 minute, during which you're surrounded by a shimmering bubble of ethereal energy visible to onlookers. The bubble protects you from the effects of any interplanar travel and any hostile entities that might try to intercept you during the transition. It has 3 charges. It regains 1 D4 expended charges daily at dawn. If the last charge is used, you'll roll a D20. On a 1, the whistle disintegrates into dust after the final note fades.
All right. Any chance you have that in a text file?
Sure do.
Or something you could copy
Send
pasta?
it
He
over to
said
you.
that from his memory.
That would be wild.
It would, honestly, at this point, it wouldn't surprise me.
Also, due to the powerful nature of the whistle, each use temporarily weakens the veil between planes at the origin and destination, and this might attract unwanted attention from creatures that dwell within or roam the interplanar voids.
So that's what happened in Stephen King's The Mist.
They had a magic whistle.
I'm going to blow it, and I'm going to choose the entire world as the distance.
No, it has to be it has to be anybody that can hear it. You choose which people within the distance of hearing it.
Oh, okay, that wasn't specified. You said distance of my choice.
So we can't take the whole ship with us.
If you could figure out a way for the ship to hear it.
You got that intercom, right?
Oh, you are a smart son of a bitch. I like it. All right, so do you relay?
Yes, I relay the copy pasta.
Oh, hell yeah. I feel like it's worth the risk. We don't know where we are. We might as well at least risk conflict to get to our destination, yes? And
I agree.
I look at Yellow Baton.
In for a penny.
In for an inch. Yes. 1 second. Sorry, I was copying that into a doc for you.
You are A-okay.
Yeah. So she kind of looks and she's like, well, if it does what you say it does, I suppose that, yeah, it would be worthwhile to utilize that. All right. If you want to play your little whistle into the intercom system, we can figure out if we can get to the other side then.
Do you want to blow it, Nez?
Okay.
Blow it.
She picks up the intercom system, she activates it, and she says, all right, all of you on board, this is your temporary captain, the Ash Knight, and I just want to let you all know that you're about to hear a sound. Now, you need to hear this sound, otherwise you're going to be trapped in wherever the fuck we are for the rest of infinity, I imagine. So, if you listen to this sound, we're going to get you across. If you're unable to hear something, let us know.
Because we're going to kill you.
Everything is going to be okay.
Unless you can't hear the witch child. Just kidding. I'm sorry, I'm not
takes
saying
her
that.
finger off the intercom orb. What the fuck are you doing? I'm captain right now.
They've grown accustomed to my leadership.
I'm going to go ahead and say I doubt that.
With all due respect that you've been gone and somebody needed to fill the void for them.
That's fine, but I'm
trauma
back.
bonded.
Since you've been gone.
I can promise you that no one is going to put them in a better state of reception than me.
I'm just saying you could put a little bit of bedside manner onto it.
I don't need to do that. I am the Ash Knight, and I am the daughter of the Yule Yok. They will listen to me, or they can just fuck off.
More like Yule Yuck.
Man,
You
Ashley
win over more
sucks.
weevils with honey. That's what I'm saying. Trust me.
Yeah, and well, that may be true, but the threat of swords and incredible ultimate power usually does a bit more for weevils than honey.
I cook more with vinegar.
I disagree. Respectfully, of course.
That's fine, considering that you are also a princess of an entire province. Then you obviously have the life experience to weigh in on this. Just trust me, I know what I'm doing.
How old are you, ma'am?
What?
How old are you? What is your age?
I'm 31 years old.
Respect your fucking elders, then.
Respect the person with the highest rank aboard who has the ability to smash your body and throw you over the side. Keep in mind, you're en route to become a squire.
God.
And I would expect you to have a little bit more respect going into this, or it's going to get very bad for you. I'm willing, because of the trying times that we're currently in, to completely disregard this lack of respect, but don't do it again.
Don't threaten me with a good time. And I wink at her.
All right then. Okay, everyone, listen up. If you cannot hear, if you know someone who cannot hear, bring them to the bridge, and we will figure something out.
we can
Sorry,
cure
that was
deafness.
terrible.
She waits for a minute. All right, I'll just assume that they can hear. And all right then, so go ahead and play that little whistle then. All right, so do you focus on the material plane, Nez, while you play?
I do.
And so you just blow on it, and it's like the very fabric of reality around you guys begins to quaver, and suddenly you guys feel yourselves surrounded by this. Each of you are individually surrounded by these bubbles, just and for 1 minute you guys are in this state of transition, moving between planes, but it's a much less aggressive sensation than, say, going through a portal or being ripped from, one plane to another. And after 1 minute, you guys all suddenly appear without an airship, high in the air, above the ocean.
As I'm identifying.
You are attuning.
Not attuning, yeah. I don't have identify.
You were sitting down, too.
I was crisscross.
Shit.
You guys all find yourselves
this mean I'm
in
not attuned?
midair.
Holy fucking shit!
And you're falling.
I'm trying to hold on to the ring as I'm scrambling.
How high up are we?
Very high. Very, very high up.
Not good.
High enough that you have time to think about your life before you hit the ocean.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
God damn it.
Is there anything anyone would like to do?
Can I reverse?
You could try, but it's you guys and probably 70 other people all screaming as you're all falling through the air.
Feels like a fucking BAM card situation.
I'm gonna use mine.
Yay.
You're gonna use your BAM card?
I am.
To do what?
Nice.
So I've got that orb still in my pack, right?
Okay.
And I used that before to amplify the magic for the shield at Anoka.
Correct.
At the siege of Anoka. I'm going to utilize that again, and I'm going to try to pull power from it to amplify my voice to tell everybody to be quiet and listen. And I'm going to blow on the flute again to reverse and go back to where we just were.
Okay. All right. So, Nez, you are scrambling with your pack, and you get your hand on the orb and you focus, you concentrate, and you feel that power just thrum through you, and you instantly feel like you could broadcast over a wide radius, amplifying your voice. And what do you say to them? Quiet! And everyone immediately silences. It is a piercing shriek from Nez, and it's suddenly extremely quiet. And you blow the whistle again, and this time you're still focused on that energy. Where you're in your mind, you're focusing on what? Where are you taking
just
this?
Everybody back on the ship?
Okay.
Just where, trying to piece together exactly where everybody just was and put it back as it was.
He's Control-Zing us.
Yes, absolutely. Control Z.
Control-Z, Control-Z, Control-Z.
Control any in parentheses Z. So yeah, you blow, and this time, because the power is focused so strongly through that orb and magnified, instead of individual orbs, a massive bubble surrounds everyone and expands and expands and expands, and it encapsulates everyone, and you guys, it cuts down the time as well. So rather than a minute, this goes very, very quickly, and you guys are pushed back into the plane and back onto the ship.
Okay.
And now this ship is surrounded by this bubble as well.
Okay.
So Nez, if you wanted to,
is there any of this fuckery? I'm not Jumanji halfway in the floor or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
No, you guys are exactly where you were back on the ship when this stuff happened.
Sick,
but now
okay.
the entire ship has this giant bubble around it.
Okay.
Oh, blow it again. Do a reverse Alt Z. Command X.
You do feel with this amplification, you could potentially pull yourself back out there with the ship.
Nice.
Being completely traumatized by what just happened, but trusting Gil, Nez is not going to hesitate, but for a second, and then
you guys are once again ripped back. You hear more screams as you guys are ripped back, and now you guys are back in the air, much lower than where you were before, but still high up. But the ship is now no longer flying. It is cruising at an angle down toward the ocean.
Oh.
shit.
In a good way.
But we still have the bubble?
You still have the bubble.
I learned how to.
This is cute. I love a little bubble venture.
That's all the chart. It has 3 charges a day.
It does.
So
yeah, so that's out now.
I learned about the airship. I got proficiency in it. Can I quickly adjust the height vector of it to correct the descent?
Give me. So you have proficiency. So go ahead and give me a general intelligence check. We'll call it survival, considering the circumstances.
Okay. That is 15.
Yes, you know that you could run out on the deck and try to adjust the actual like magical turbines, and you would probably need help if you wanted to do it before you guys hit the water.
Can't come with me.
Okay.
All right, you guys rush out of the bridge, and you see that there's 2 turbines, one on either side.
All right, you over there, do what I do. Pull on this thing.
Wait, what thing?
The lever thing. Pull on this.
Oh, the doodad, okay.
Yeah, the doodad.
All right, and you run over to the other one, Gil?
Yep. On 3. 1, a 2, and a 3.
Pull.
All right, I need both of you guys to give me athletics checks.
Athletics.
Oh, fuck. 7.
18.
18. Can yours drops down and adjusts, but Gil, yours, you're looking at it and you're realizing, holy shit, this one the lever has been broken because of the damage to the ship, so it's going to have to be physically adjusted, and these things are massive.
Shit, this one's broken. I need help.
I rush over to help.
All right. What are you guys gonna do?
Is it broken in just a way where if I go down lower on the lever?
You think that the lever is completely unusable. The actual physical turbine is gonna have to be adjusted.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Okay. You see that it's like, you might be able to, like, it needs to go back, but it's up right now. So the front of it, where the actual like magical energy spilling out is needs to come down a bit, but the front of it is facing more towards the deck.
Can you move
So it's gonna have to be pushed up.
So front up.
Can you move it
Front.
somehow and then I can entangle it in place?
Maybe.
Okay, I adjust. Can I get like under?
You would be able to, yeah.
Okay, I get under it, crouch down, and then I try to just like push it up, whole body.
Give me an athletics check.
13.
It's not budging.
I need help.
Get bigger. Can you get bigger? We're going to fucking die again. Let's go.
Fine. Okay.
Fine.
I'm gonna turn into something.
What are you gonna turn into?
Oh yeah, is there something with hands that I can turn into?
That'd be nice.
Maybe. Let's see.
We did see dinosaurs, didn't we? Like on that
You
side
did.
quest.
You saw that like big Tyrannosaurus looking thing.
I was
But let's
kidding.
see
I
what
forgot
its
about
CR
that.
rating is.
I can never remember what CR rating I'm.
I think it's CR 8. That might be the highest CR for beasts.
Yeah, it would be a CR4. Wait.
Oh wait, circle forms. You can transform into a beast with a CR as high as 3.
Okay, so
Okay, so it's
CR3. So yeah, this one we'll compare it to an Ankylosaurus, which is a CR3. So yeah, you could turn into that. It's got little arms. You could also do. Well, I'll let you figure it out.
Ankylosaurus. Ooh. Okay, and that has hands.
Not the Ankylosaurus, but the Tyrannosaurus you guys saw. We're gonna put them in the same level of comparison.
Okay, I'll turn into a dinosaur with hands.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. What is your strength there?
The strength for that is 19 plus 4.
Okay. All right. So 19 plus 4. Okay. So go ahead and roll, because you're normally at 10, right? Your strength.
12.
Okay. What's your current athletics?
Plus 2 to athletics.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to be a plus 6 plus 4, so plus 10. So go ahead and roll your athletics plus 10.
Whoa, that's a 19, so 29.
Hell
29.
yeah.
So Can transforms into this Tyrannosaurus, and immediately, like the little hands, it doesn't even matter. There's so much strength in this beast. You just immediately crank this turbine up and slam it back. And most importantly, as in this Tyrannosaurus shape, something strange resonates within you. You're not sure what that is, but there's just like this weird familiarity. Anyway, the turbine is slammed back. Yes?
Do I still have spider legs?
Yeah, they're coming off the back of your Tyrannosaurus. It's part of you now.
Cool.
It's a pink Tyrannosaurus with spider legs off the back. So it looks like this hell creature.
God, that's metal as fuck.
As Dino Can lifts it into place, I'm going to cast Entangle against the ship and the device to kind of root it there.
All right. So yeah, you entangle, get all those roots and vines wrapped around it and hold it in place. And slowly the altitude begins to, you stop descending so quickly and you guys level out. You're no longer, dive bombing. You are now coasting along. It's still kind of like sputtery because it's the one you guys are on is so damaged. So it's like kind of like, but it's keeping you guys aloft.
I'm going to think to Nez. We need to try and find the land. Tell them to try and find land. This isn't going to last very long.
Can I still hear and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And communicate in my head?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Am I still amplified? By any chance?
You're still amplified.
We need to brace for landing and prepare for impact.
Did I lose the ability to be, why can't I think of the word? Attuning from all this?
You would have for a couple of minutes, but
okay.
You could pick it right back up. So it's not like you just immediately wiped it out back to zero or anything.
Okay. I forgot, can you talk while you're attuning?
Yeah, you just can't do anything strenuous. So you can walk around, you can do basic tasks.
Okay.
Consider it like the same things you can do during a long rest.
Okay. All right. Carefully bracing.
All right, everybody is going to start bracing. Are you going to stay in your Tyrannosaurus form?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. All right, so everybody braces, and this thing starts, and the Ash Knight, she starts shouting commands on the bridge, and she's like trying to move the wheel to sort of like steer it a little bit better, but it's pretty busted up and broken. And she looks at you, Fee, because she sees that Nez is currently occupied with his concentration with his hand on this orb. She looks at you and she says, I need somebody to go to the fucking crow's nest and activate the lever and to basically use our substitute wheel. Can you activate that? I need somebody to do it now and quickly.
Could I do that while still attuning?
Maybe.
I'll try. I guess, yeah, if it takes a couple minute lapse, I suppose that's okay. Bigger fish, yeah.
Yeah, death might interrupt attuning.
A little bit. Yeah, I can do that. Be right back. And I'll run up there.
And
extra fast because I want to get back to attuning.
All right, give me athletics.
I'm going to use my D10 from last session to make damn sure I get there quick. 15.
Hell hath no fury like a woman who's broken attunement. You are eating up the distance so quickly. You are just like blazing along. Unfortunately, right before all this popped off, you had just come from the crow's nest, so you know exactly where to go. You run through, you start climbing up as fast as possible, and you get to the top and you see the closed door and you hear all that wind. You realize that if you have to get out there, you're probably going to need to, reinforce yourself, stabilize yourself in some way, because that's a lot of strong wind out there with no protection.
Fuck, there is that wind. Let me see. What could I do to reinforce myself? I mean, could I use Arms of Hardar instead of using it to hurt people and grab people? Could I use it to grab, like, the surrounding walls?
Let's see.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah. Super.
High or low?
We got the popper.
Oh, hi. Please. Hell yeah.
Hi. All right. So, Fee, this is a moment of, like, critical, everything's important. So you're just like, fuck it. I'm going to use Arms of Hadar. And you cast the spell, and these tendrils just leap out of you as you push the door open. And you're immediately, like, do you, like, use them to grab onto, like, the door frame, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'm kind of imagining, like, if it's okay, just imagining them, like, actually, like, moving, like, and just, like sticking to footholds, like anything that could be like a foothold.
Yeah, so it's like, you're like Doc Ocking it.
Yes.
So you peer out. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Wind is whipping by. Things are still being, like, dislodged. Little pieces of, like, wood and stuff. You don't see a single you don't see a single body or living person in there. So they clearly have been long gone.
When we use a BAM card, do we still get the inspiration button, like, to have advantage?
Yeah, that's what you'll get. You'll get inspiration from that.
I will use that because that was shitty. Be better. Much better. Okay. You said perception?
Yep.
20.
You zero in right on the spot, Fee. You look right underneath one of the remaining sections, underneath where one of the windows was, and there is clearly a hatch that says, like, emergency painted on it.
Well, that's an emergency hatch if I've ever seen one. And I'll go over to there. And then I find that lever?
Wiggle your way over.
Yeah.
You push on it, and it pops open, and there is a pull-up lever inside.
Oh, no. Me and strength. All right.
It's a pretty low DC, but let's see how you do.
Why would they make an emergency lever hard to pull?
That's true. Good point. Okay, well, I'll go ahead.
The only reason it's difficult is because of all the wind being, like, tugging at you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and I'll give it a try.
Yeah, it's pretty low DC, but let's just see if anything silly happens.
Oh, I rolled 17, and I think I have a plus 0. So.
You have, 17 is even by itself is good enough. You crank it up. Nez, while you're down in the bridge, you see the wheel just suddenly, like, dissolve. It, like, collapses, and then from the floor, a stem emerges, and then another wheel appears. It's much smaller, but it looks very sturdy, almost kind of pointy. And the Ash Knight grabs onto it and begins piloting the ship as it's starting to, like, sputter and shift as you guys approach at an easier angle towards an island. And you guys are making your way pretty quick toward it. And she looks over her shoulder at you, Nez. How long do you think that fucking bubble's gonna hold for?
Not much longer.
All right, well, let's hope that it helps us in this landing. I need everyone to give me a strength save.
I'm going to hold on to Dino Can's leg.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
I guess with a save.
So what is your normal strength save? Is it just +2?
+1.
+1? Okay. So we'll call it +6.
I got 13.
15.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
Farts.
17.
The ship slams into the sand of the coasting at an angle, so like not nose down, but like along the bottom, and it's rough. The first thing, you're able to hold on to the turbine, and you see that Gil is holding onto your leg down at the bottom. You have an opportunity. You see that he's losing his grip in the collision, if you would like to try to support him, you can attempt to do with that because of your strength roll. You can do a dex save.
Okay. Can I use like my big ass tail to like scoop him up?
Yeah, you've also got your spider arms as well.
Yeah, but I need to scoop him up to my spider arms.
Okay, gotcha. So give me a dex save.
Okay, dex for this animal beast. Ooh, that's a +0 to dex.
Okay.
So I'm just free balling. 10.
10. All right. 10 is well. Let's do high or low. It's right on the border there.
I didn't even call it. It's low.
No, well, I mean, you did it before she called it. Can we do it after she calls it since she said hi? Mulligan? Fuck.
Still low.
No.
Gil was destined to go launching into the sky.
Gil goes launching forward. Fee, you
Again.
barely hold on with your 15.
I should have done something that can fly.
Nez, you immediately launch forward and you smash through the bridge's window.
Fuck.
As you are unable, because you've got one hand on the flute, we'll say, one hand on the orb. You smash through the window.
It's like
and
Hercules when he gets punched by that
I was gonna say,
centaur.
yeah, it's like Super Dave. Whenever he gets launched out of a cannon or something.
and you go flying off into the trees, Nez.
Oh my god.
One of his brethren.
I was gonna say, with my kind. Lay me low with my like kind.
And as that happens, Nez, you lost your grip on the orb, and so the initial impact was greatly softened by this orb, the bubble that was surrounding the ship. But the minute your hand goes off, the bubble pops, and the ship starts sliding across the sand. So I'm gonna need one more strength save from Fee and Cam.
Good luck.
Oh, come on.
Go flying with us.
Come fly with me.
13?
That's what I'm imagining the song as you guys are going. Fly with me. Come fly, let's fly away.
21.
21, and what'd you get, Fee?
13.
13. All right, Fee, the shocks are rough, but they're not as bad as that initial one. You're still maintaining your hold up there in the crow's nest. And then I need who wants to do this? Nez or Gil? It's a high or low.
Let Billy do it.
Oh, God. Okay, so we had 2 lows in a row.
Yes.
Shake it up, Billy, now.
right.
Shake it up, Billy. Make
it's stuck on the
better. Not stuck
Get
on the side.
Fuck out of there. Stop it. All right, we're going to do high.
Yeah.
It's high.
Nice. All right. So as you guys are both launched forward, going through like you're skimming over the tops of the trees and in through the trees, you guys look over and you see each other both flying along.
I shrug.
I mouth, I'm sorry.
I
And
salute.
you guys both land in the same pond.
Fun.
Better than ground, I guess.
But it's full of piranha.
Nez, you are going to take 5 force damage as you were smashed through that window.
That's not bad at all.
Could be
been
so
much
much
worse.
worse. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, because that fucking went through the windshield. You usually don't survive that kind of thing.
Unless you land in a pond.
My cousin did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cousin
Erica.
Oh.
Yeah, she was in the middle of the back seat.
Oh, damn. Right through.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No seatbelt. That'll do it.
Yep.
That'll do it. God damn. That's wild.
So yeah, you guys land in this pond. Everyone else, the ship slowly slides to a stop. There's the silence at first, and then you just hear a bunch of people oh, and that's when you hear the cries of pain and other people who were injured. But Nez and Gil, you guys break through the surface of the pond and find that this is very jungly terrain.
Is
I
there
do
a
the
rope
Ninja
or anything
Turtles
around?
at the end of Ninja Turtles 2 where they
float up.
from the, from
Yeah,
the
there's probably some
water.
rope.
I'm just
Okay.
sitting up. Well, how deep is it?
It was pretty deep.
Oh, well, then I will tread water to the edge and then just sit on the edge of the water like, ugh.
I lost the orb, but I have the flute.
You still have them both. You just lost your grip on the orb.
Oh, okay.
Because the grip, how I had kind of said is you kept it in your bag while you were holding on to it.
Ah, cool. I'm into it. Great. Okay. In that case, yeah. I'm gonna put the flute back in the poncho pocket, and I'm just gonna kind of, I guess, butterfly stroke, reverse butterfly, whatever that is.
Well, I got to say, man, that was another successful endeavor.
Yeah, I believe they would refer to that as successfully failing.
I think I got the lily pad up my ass.
As you guys are there saying that, all of a sudden you guys hear a twig snap, and then you hear as dozens upon dozens of floating fireballs roar to life
I think we're gonna say
around the
floating
edge of the
fairies.
pond, and you guys see a bunch of robed individuals all holding fireballs and staring at the two of you. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Nah, I didn't do it.
Fuck.
That's cool. They're friendly. They're friendly.
I was
It's
really
cool.
hoping you were gonna say floating fairies because that's a totally different vibe.
Now it's time for tonight's MVPC. The most valuable player character. I want to know who deserves an additional 1d10 of DM inspiration. Now, for those of you listening and for those of you around the table, Nez is 1, Gil is 2, Fee is 3, and Can is 4. On the count of 3, all of you guys hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe deserves to be MVPC. Now, I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will vote. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, vote. We've got 2 votes for Nez, 1 vote for Can, and 1 vote for Gil. Nez, why'd you vote for Can?
Turning into a T-Rex
Yeah.
and riding the rudder.
Absolutely.
That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Giant pink T-Rex with spider legs,
Fuck yes.
fucking flying a airship. That's the coolest fucking thing I've ever. I want to commission an
dream.
artist and make a metal album just so that can be the fucking cover.
Very nice.
I think we got a family band brewing here.
Can, why did you vote for Gil?
For pushing back against the Ash Knight. Ugh.
Yeah,
what a
that.
butthole. So I appreciated that. I was ready to back him up. Fight her, throw her overboard, something.
All right.
So I like that. And then teaming up. It's fun.
Excellent. Yeah, Gil, why'd you vote for Nez?
Just the ability to suss out what our magic bullshit is and playing along with the theatrics that I was trying to throw down.
Excellent. And Fee, why did you vote for Nez?
That bubble was super helpful, and the whistle and there were like just a lot of really helpful things. Like BAM cards aside, like it was just really helpful because there were multiple could have gone real bad situations. So, keeping the party safe.
God, everybody just suddenly being in midair. Yeah.
That's also a fun picture. Funny.
Well, that means tonight's MVPC is Nezrah Kaziel.
Oh,
yeah. Take your D10, ya motherfucker. And also your you now have your inspiration for using your BAM card.
Yeah.
Is that end of arc?
No, it is not.
Damn.
Not quite.
Oh, good.
Did we level up?
However, one important thing to note is that, well, there's an explosion all of a sudden, and you guys arise from the ashes one level higher.
Fucking finally.
I didn't think it was happening, and it's happening.
From the top rope.
Number 9.
9.
Hell yeah.
9.
And Can is 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
shit, Can. Ken's the new captain.
Yeah. So
I'm the
good.
captain now.
Kill the Ash Knight. Destroy Heart.
That might have been our longest
Bad
level gap.
vibes.
Yeah,
That was
it's a
wild.
meritocracy.
Oh.
It's been an average of every 14 episodes, so just keep that in mind.
Interesting.
Oh.
Get out of here with your math.
Get out of here with your math
14.
self.
Because Couture say?
Get down with your
Sorry, every
math self.
13. Ooh,
Oh.
lucky 13.
Eat shit.
Fine then.
Fuck yeah,
It's
13.
you.
That's my favorite number.
It is your birthday number.
Yep.
That's fine.
And it coincidentally pops up a fuck ton all the time
It's
in my
your
life.
angel number
Yeah, it's that
or
thing.
something.
Whatever that is.
I still don't really know.
It's that thing.
All right. Well, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. If you're liking what you hear, you know the drill. Head over to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts and consider leaving us a rating. 5 stars is always appreciated. And while you're there, heck, why don't you go ahead and leave us a review? Any review you leave will be read on the podcast. And plus, it's fun and we really appreciate it. And since you're already going the extra mile, head over to patreon.com/D20_syndicate and check out the tiers we have available and consider making us warlocks with your patronage. We've got things like behind the scenes contents, making of contents, maybe sometimes. We've got, you can have an NPC created to your specifications that'll interact with the players. All sorts of crazy cool bullshit. See if there's anything there that trips your crossbow. We've also got a Discord, and it is...
Drumroll, please. It's free.
It's free. The link is in the episode description. Come hang out with us, gang. We've also got merch. A link is also in the episode description for that. And you can see if there's any clothing items or other bric-a-brac that might interest you with the D20 Syndicate swag. Other than that, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. See you in 2 weeks. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Goodbye, baby!
Suckers. Mika, I like your nails.
Thank you.
Gorge.
I broke one. It's the middle one.
Oh,
She's short now.
that's okay. That can be your one that helps you with the really, really intense fine motor tasks.
It actually has come in handy for some things.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I just...
Which I refuse to elaborate on.
Mostly cheese related things. Munster and the like.
So I had an appointment with a psych.
Psychic?
2 days ago. Yeah. They said I'm gonna die soon.
He walks in, he's like, "Hey, doc."
And then they pulled
Tell
a
me
gun
what's
on
wrong.
me. Then I had to fight them, and I showed them. I was like, "Bet you didn't see that coming."
There you go.
I like your Sabrina Carpenter bangs.
Thank you. That's what I'm going for. I get my hair cut tomorrow, and I literally was going to tell Kyra, let's go kind of Sabrina Carpenter.
Who's Sabrina Carpenter?
Looks good.
She's so pretty.
Oh, cool.
I don't know.
What is Sabrina Carpenter?
That
She's
is
a
the
Child
singer.
star, pop star.
Yeah. Wait, she was a child star?
the world has moved past us.
Like soft and frothy in a great way?
Are we still
Soft and
talking about
frothy.
chlamydia?
No. Where did chlamydia get into this?
Yeah, how did you guys get on that?
We're talking
path?
about matcha.
Australians talking about koalas having chlamydia.
What?
Koala chlamydia.
Koala's like almost.
Fuck with that. You're doing way better Australian accent before.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gone.
Like the majority of koalas
Chlamydia.
in existence have chlamydia.
Vinny, these koalas, they come down from the trees, right?
I thought it was a little bit Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Get to the chlamydia.
Wildly inconsistent. Yeah.
Koala chlamydia.
Okay, acceptable. I'll accept it. Actually, you know what? Not bad.
Yeah.
More of that.
I was real good on the way here. I made him like belly laugh.
You should have
with
hit record.
one of my jokes.
You should have hit record in the car.
We were listening to Linkin Park, and I was about to say I've become accustomed.
He paused. He said,
I've grown more appreciative of Linkin Park, but I had just said and then she was like, become so numb. And yeah, it was just perfect timing.
Oh, I thought you were doing the pun with I've become accustomed.
No, no, I was just trying to talk, and then she interrupted with that, but it was good.
Any specific era of Linkin Park?
No, just any. Like, they pop up on my workout playlist, and I'm like, this is pretty good, actually.
You know what's funny is because the same thing happened to me yesterday while I was on the bike, and they did a song from Minutes to Midnight, which I checked out after Meteora, and I was like, this isn't good, but I get it. Like, I get it a little bit more.
Yeah. Their song structure is pretty good.
The bridge fucking slapped. I can't remember what it is, but Chester, god damn, that dude had a fucking voice.
It was very unique.
And he's
like very
he can
specific.
Scream for a very long time.
That's what it was. That's what it was. It was
but like,
that's the one.
And he just does that like fucking 20-second scream. I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Pull me out of my fucking misery. And it just goes, and you're like,
yeah, you're like,
yeah. Put the Jay-Z gif in here where it's just like,